Hello and welcome to another how-to video from learningwithleslie.com. My name is Leslie Samuel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to create and manage menus in WordPress. So let's get right into it. I'm at my blog at learningwithleslie.com, and what you're going to see here is that I have two navigation menus. I have a main navigation menu here, and then I have a top navigation menu here. Now, when you first install WordPress, WordPress has a very specific way of dealing with these menus. And what it typically does is it just adds any pages that you create to the main navigation. Now, this is not necessarily what you want. You want to be able to control what's going to be in that navigation menu, because this is going to help people to navigate your site. When someone comes to your website, you want to highlight the things that you think are important so that they can get to the most valuable information and get the most value out of your blog. So this is how we're going to do that. We're going to go to our WordPress admin area, and then in the appearance section, I'm going to click on this disclosure triangle, and then I'm going to go to menus. Now, this is a feature that many people don't know about, and in my opinion, is a very important feature, and I'm going to show you how to use that right now. So here you can see I already have two menus set up. I have my main menu, and I have a top menu, and if I click here, it'll go to that top menu. And you can see the items that are in that menu. These are menus that I have already created. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a demo menu by clicking here. And I'm just going to call it demo menu and click on create menu. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some menu items. So I can add some pages, categories, and links. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of each. So let's say I want to add, I'm going to start with a link. I want to add a link to my home page. So I'm going to put www.learningwithleslie.com, and I'm going to call that my home link. Then I'm going to click add to menu, and you will see that it'll appear there. Then I want a link to my podcast episodes page. If the page that I want is not here, then I'll just click on view all to see all of the pages that I have available on my blog. Then I'm going to click on add to menu again. And you will see it will place it right beneath that. Then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to add a category. So I have my podcast episodes, and maybe I'm going to add interviews. So I'm going to click that and add it to the menu, and then you'll see it will show up here. Now, if I want to use the drop-down menu feature, what I do is I just select whichever one I want to be in the drop-down menu and move it to the right. This will then mean that the interview category will show up when I take my mouse and I hover over podcast episodes. Whenever I'm finished, I can just simply click on Save Menu. It will then save the menu, and then I can use that menu on my blog. Now over here, you see I have theme locations. I have a primary menu and a secondary menu. This will depend on your theme. You may not have a primary and a secondary. You may have more. You may have a footer menu, for example. And what I need to do is I need to select where I want to see that demo menu. So let's say I'm going to see that demo menu as my secondary menu, and I'm just going to do this temporarily. Then I'll click on Save. Once it's saved, I'll come back to my blog and hit refresh. And then you'll see I have home and podcast episodes. And if I put my mouse over podcast episodes, it shows me interviews. That is how I go about setting that up. I'm going to change this back because I don't want that menu there. And click on Save. And once I do that, it will show me the previous menu once again. So that's how you do it. Make sure to add the most useful content to your menus and make it so that your website visitors are going to get the most value out of your navigation menus. So that's pretty much it for this how-to video. If you'd like to see more, you can come back to the website at learningwithleslie.com, where I'll be adding many more over time. This is Leslie Samuel. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.